All right. So today what we are going to do is we are going to practically see how we can do search engine optimization.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before that, I just wanted to know that in first video, I have seen that spam email would be becoming a earning point for us. Is this true?
Which one? I didn't get you.
Spam emails.
Yeah, spam emails.
Yeah, that would be earning for us.
Yes, spam emails in some cases, depending on the type of emails, yes, you
Okay.
can earn from that.
अच्छा, अच्छा.
So, because those people, research companies will be looking out for the type of emails. So, a particular category, if they are interested in those emails, then yes, they would buy from you. So, you will be getting paid per thousand emails. So, the minimum quantity is thousand emails. So, yes, that's correct.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. All right. So, yes. All right. So now I log into my website and then I need to log into my admin panel. So you also will be getting a login like this where you will be given your username and password which you can see over here so that you can also practice. So after this lecture I will be configuring so that in the next session you can practice and you can uh, show the things that you have done. So from now onwards everything practical is starting. Okay, so now we are logged into this our WordPress. Now, first of all, before we start the practical part of search engine optimization, today what we will do is we will learn how to use WordPress, what is WordPress. So in case if you want to create your own website, then in that case you don't need to depend on anyone else. So because say content we can add, that is not a problem. We can add today and we can do search engine optimization. But before that, if you want to add content, then you need to create a website, and after that only you can do all the content adding and everything. So this is the admin panel of our website with which we can create a website. And first of all, I will explain what all things are this. So this is the admin menu on the left that we can see. So from here we can manage our website. So like this, we have the admin menu. So now in this, what we have to do is what I'll do is um, I'll create another instance because this is my live website so that this website will not get disturbed. Okay, so I log out from here.
Sometime,
Yeah, hello. Yeah, tell
yeah,
me.
sometime मैं कॉल लगा मैं दोनों की एक साथ और Transfer, transfer to the student.
Hello,
Hello. So your voice is not audible in this.
my voice is not coming.
Yeah.
One second, just let me check.
Okay.
Yeah.
जैसे कि हमने बोल रहे थे तो 10 बजे तो जी
Hello, hello,
मैं वो वाली कैंसिल करा बस वो तो मुझे ना कैंसिल कर दो बताती बात में कैंसिल कर दी
hello.
हाँ
Can you hear?
मम्मी बोले
Hello.
तो भी हो गई तो बता दी और प्लान भी थी ना वो नहीं करते नहीं हम लोग एक ही बुक मंगाई बुक देंगे
Hello.
Yeah, sir. Now it's audible.
Okay. Okay, so the demo is installed.
Your screen is not appearing here, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I hope now you are able to see.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So this is the fresh installation of WordPress. So you also will get the same login details. So this is the fresh installation. So now this is the admin menu over here. So which we are going to see today. So this is WordPress. This is content management system. And From here we can create and manage the website. So right now if we see the website, how does it look? Let us just see. So this is the very simple website which we can see it is created, but this does not look good. So in case if we want to create a website, the first thing that we need to do is change the look and feel of this. So how to change the look and feel? We can change it from appearance. So this is what we need to do. We can go to themes and add new themes, but before that, first of all we will study all the menu items. This is the all the menu items that will come up in all WordPress. So over here, this is the home where we get the bird's eye view of what's happening on our website. So over here, we actually don't have to do anything. We just get to know that in case if we are having any comments or any important warning or anything, then in that case, we just need to see. Then we have updates. So updates is something like, say, we have updates for everything. Even the mobile app gets updated, then our Windows PC gets updated, then say softwares get updates. So the same way over here in WordPress also, if there is anything wherein you can update, then you will get all the options over here to upgrade. See the plugins, that is the small applications that are installed into WordPress so that it will increase the functionality of your website. And themes, so themes are basically the look and feel of the website which we are going to study over here. So now the next thing over here is post. So post is basically the blogs that we write, the articles that we write on the website that people can see. So this is post. So we can add a new post, we can have various categories of the post. So if I just show you on my website how does it look, then I will just show you. Okay, so I go over here and click on blog. Okay, so you can see these are the blogs. So like this, we can write all the blogs. So if I click on any of the blog, we can check inside what the blog is. So this is how the blog will look though. So this is the title and this is the all the important keywords of the blog, and from here the article starts. So this is how the blog looks. So we are going to write the blogs also. So that is post, and we can have various categories. So if I show you various categories, so you can see on all these categories I have written blogs. Now why do we need to have category? Because if I don't have any categories and all the blogs are mixed in my website, then in that case say people will not like to read. But in case if people like one of the category, say like influencer marketing, so then people will click on influencer marketing, and then they will see how many blogs are there in that particular category. So once it comes up we will get to see. So we have clicked on influencer marketing. So now it's coming up. And then basically we see how many blogs are written in that, and then people, whichever blog from that category people want to read, they can read. So that's what we can see over here. Okay, so it's still loading. Hmm, okay, yes, it is coming up. So this is the category and influencer marketing. So in this category, we have three results. So one, two, and three. So these are the three blogs in this category. So if people click on say any other category over here like artificial intelligence or digital marketing. So if I click on digital marketing, then we will find all the blogs which are written in digital marketing category. So it is not necessary that people will like everything, but so that we use different categories. So people, it is easy for people to click on the category and read blogs into that particular category. So this is how we create different categories and write blogs into it. So that is segregating the content into different categories. So that is what we are going to see. So that is blogs, and then we have media. So media is just for looking at all the images which are there in our library. So right now we haven't uploaded any images, so the library would be empty. So this is just for having a look. And if you want to upload any images, then you can upload from here. But usually we don't upload it from here. We upload it from the post and pages itself. We don't upload. We don't use media to upload unless and until you want to upload multiple images. Then in that case you can use this add new, and then you can upload multiple images. Now the next thing is pages. So pages, say post, we just got to know what is post, that is blogs that we write on our website. And pages are basically all the static pages of the website, like over here what happened. Okay. Hmm. So like about us, our team, events, blog. So I mean, this is become a teacher over here, course, FAQ. then privacy policy, usage terms. So these all pages will remain as it is on the website. Those pages will not change on the website. So that is something like once in a blue moon, whenever we have to change the about us content or our team content or contact us, we change the name and email address. At that time, we just update those things. So rest of the time, everything is say static as well. So and the other difference between post and pages is that this uh, pages comes up in the main menu. So over here, if I'm having a main menu, so on my website I don't have a main menu which I have kept, because all I don't want any disturbance to the people. So whatever menu is there, so that menu I have kept it at the bottom. Usually it is on the top of the website, where you have home, about us, and contact us, products and services and everything. So over here all the menu is at the bottom, but the blogs will not come up in the menu. So over here you don't see any blog that you can see the latest blogs. So you can just see only three blogs over here. That's it. But they are not in the menu. They are displayed on the page. So that is the main difference over here. Now the next thing over here is comments. So in the blogs people will write some comments below the blog. So I mean, you must have seen in Twitter also people write at the bottom, people comment something. In Facebook also people comment something at the bottom. So same way, when we are writing blogs, people will like the blog or say write some comments or something like that. So at that time, if we want to check what comments are there, what people have written, then we can use over here. And over here we have the option wherein we can hold all the comments for review, so that if someone is posting any comment, and if I don't like this comment, then I can unapprove this comment, I can delete this, I can mark this as spam. So these all things I can do. So if I just unapprove this, so this will be removed from the page, it will not be published. So unless and until I read and everything is fine and I click on this approve, so then only it will get posted in the blog, or on in whichever blog it is written. So over here it is written in this particular blog, hello world. So that is what we can see over here. So that is the comments. Next thing is appearance. So appearance is basically the look and feel of the website. So right now you can see the look and feel of the website is right, oh, like this. And you can see the look and feel of my website over here, it is like this. So this looks more better than what we can see it over here. So this happens by installing various different themes in WordPress. So over here I can just go to themes, and I can check out various themes available. These are the basic themes which are installed with WordPress, which comes up with WordPress, which I can just delete it. I don't require these basic themes which are coming up. So in that case, what I can do is I can install a new theme. So I'll say add new theme. So when I click on add new theme, I will see various themes which I can use in my website. So you can see how beautiful these all templates are. These are the themes that we can use over here. So I mean, whichever you like, you can use it over here. So this is one of the best thing that we can use. Now it is not necessary that you can use only the themes which are available over here. uh, you can search as per your requirement. So in case if I want to create some website related to education, so I type the word education and it will search all the templates which are related to education, and then I can use that theme over here. So this is what you can see over here. There are various themes which I can use over here. So all themes are related to education. So in case if you want to use any other theme, then you can just search for any other keyword. Say like I want to search for blogs. So then over here I can see all the themes which are related to blogs will come up, and I can install them on my website over here. So we have a install button over here, so we can install it. So this it will come up on the website. And if you want to install from any other website also, you find on Google that best themes, then you can even upload the theme from here. So you can just click on upload and upload the zip file which you will download from the third party website which you have downloaded, and then you can upload the file over here and then you can say install now. So this is how we use, but this is very advanced stage wherein you know how to purchase the theme, and then say, I mean, when do we people install the third party theme? Unless and until they don't purchase it, we don't install those themes, because there are millions of themes available over here, so we can install any type of theme. So maybe I want to install some themes like if I know any theme, then I can install that theme, say like typing the name of the theme. So here I can see this is Color Mag. So this is one of the theme which I have been using from past 5 years. Recently I've changed my website, so now I'm not using this theme because I have an e-commerce website over here. So this is a fully e-commerce website. So that is what we have. So like that, we can see various themes. We can install whatever theme we want. So or else we can just search for any keyword that we want. We can search over here, say like corporate. So here we will find all the themes which are corporate, related to corporate. So here we can see all the things over here. There are many things that we can use over here. So from this we can use any theme that we want, and then we can change the logo, we can customize the theme, we can change the text, we can change these banners and everything that we can do over here. So I mean there are various options available. Hmm. So now since we would be doing optimization on a blog, what we will be doing is over here is we will be using blogs, because on the blogs it's easy to do search engine optimization, so that is updated on a daily basis. So let us see what type of websites we can use. So this is Blogstart, Blogslog. Okay. Hmm. If you don't find anything related, then in that case you can even search with a different keyword like say magazine. So in that case also you will find various themes which are related to blogs. So you can see this is WordPress travel magazine, ostrich magazine, black magazine. So like this there are lots and lots of themes available. There are millions of themes available. So we can use any of these themes in our website. So let us see what we can use over here. We will install any one of the theme. Alright, so let us install this theme over here. So we will use this Unos Magazine Black. So I click on install. So now it is installing this theme over here. So once the theme gets installed, this button will turn to activate. So then we have to click on activate. So then it will deactivate this theme and the new theme will be activated. So we just need to wait for some time so that it completes the installation. Okay, it's taking more time than usual. Okay, so the theme is installed. We can see it is installed over here, and now we need to click on this activate. So now I click on activate, and then this theme will get installed. So it's already installed. Now it will get activated. So then we will refresh the page, and then we will see how does the new theme look like. Now some of the themes will also have the option to import the demo data, so that we will get to know that how does the website will look like. So we can remove the old data, and we can install our own content. So new theme is activated, and over here we can just refresh the page and see how does it look like. So now you can see the theme has changed over here, and we can see a complete different look. Now what we need to do is we just need to customize this, and we can use these sections of the website over here. So now what we can do is over here we have the option to customize, then we can customize. There are widgets, so those are the applications that we can place on the functionalities that we want to place on the website on different places of the website panels. Then we have menu. So that menu is the menu over here. So right now there is no menu on this website, so we can create a menu, and then we can add it, so that all things will be seen. Then the next thing is over here header. So when we customize the website, we will be seeing that option also, background also, and about theme options also. So this will give you some information related to the theme that we are using. And over here we need to install theme plugins. So what is theme plugin? So every theme will require some plugins which are supported, so which we need to use. So over here we can see this slider. So I can just click on install, and once I click on install, that this plugin will be installed, so that we can use this functionality of sliders over here. So now it is installed. We can return to dashboard, and yeah, so this is dashboard. So yeah, so we were at this options of theme options, so that is done. And say this is plugins. So plugins are small applications which will increase the functionality of our website. So how does it increase? Say what is the example of plugin? So example of plugin, I can say that if you want to have a contact us form in your website. So in olden days, when people were not using the content management system like WordPress, at that time they had to manually code the contact us form. They will say define the field, say name or full name, then define a variable with the word name which will store all the data. Then the next field will be defined field as email, then define variable email, then define another field mobile number, then define variable mobile number, then define message, so then define variable message, so that all things. And after that we need to click on submit button, so we will add a submit button. And then we have to define that what happens when we click on the submit button, and then that data will get stored in the database, or maybe it will send us an email with the person who fills up all the contact. So suppose you fill up the contact details on my website, then I will get an email that you have a new entry on your website from the contact us form. So whatever heading we have given, that will come up. So then I can check my email, and I can read the message the person has filled up. So that is the olden thing. In today's date, if I want to use contact us form, I want to create a contact us form, I can just click over here, add new plugin, and then I can add whatever plugin I want. Say like over here, contact, contact. So yes, so now I will see various plugins which are there for contact us. So what I can do is I can just click on install now and activate the plugin. So it is a drag and drop builder. So I don't need to do anything. Whatever fields I want, I'll just drag it and then I will just define that when a person will click on submit, where should it go? So I'll provide my email address. So automatically it will get submitted. So this will just take 2 minutes to create one form. So this is very easy. So these are called as plugins. The next option, next example is like say if I want to create a newsletter subscription. So where people can subscribe to my newsletter. So in that case also I can search over here plugin uh, newsletter. So again, I will find millions of plugins which I can use. So then I can just search for more details over here, and then I can click over here and then check what are the reviews and what is this, what functionalities has, what are the things I can do over here by using all these things. Then if I want to see the installation process or say I want to see the screenshots, that all things I can see over here. So these all things are available. The reviews also I can select. So if everything is good, then I can just click on install now and then it will get installed, and then I can place it in my website wherever I want. So then there will be a newsletter subscription on the website. So I'll just show you on my website how does it look like. So you must have already seen on many website subscription form and contact us form. So like this we can create. So just let me go at the bottom and see contact us form. So yes, this is contact us form. So then people will click over here and go to the contact us form. So the form which will come up, that I'm talking about. See over here, first name, last name, email address, mobile number, and your message. So these or this form is something that we are talking about. So when people will fill up, it will get submitted. So I just fill up over here and all these things, and okay, and then I'll click on submit message. So now I can click on submit. So thank you for contacting us. We will be getting in touch with you shortly. So this message has been sent. So now when people will say submit the message, I will get that confirmation in my email. So let me see once I get it. So here you can see new contact us entry form. So this I can click over here. You can see my email address, name, mobile number, and my message hello. So whatever people will submit, I will get it in my email. So I mean, this is very easy. It just takes 2 minutes to do all these things. So those are plugins. I can add functionality. Now say if I go to the blog section of my website and if I show you, say I want to have a share button. Say like over here, you can see the Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, and all those buttons that you can see, so that people can share more of my blogs in their social media networks. So that all social sharing buttons also I can use in my website. So you can see this social sharing. So if people want to share this on Facebook, they can just click on Facebook and they just need to log into their Facebook, and then you can this blog will automatically come up with the image, and then you can share it to your Facebook account. So this is how it works. So there are many options over here. You want to send it by WhatsApp or Skype or say Dig. So you can see over here, say something over here. So if I want to type anything, then I can type over here. This is coming up, and say over here it is showing only me. So I can say it public, and I can share it to my story also, and then I can post it to Facebook. So and my website URL is also coming up. So in case if I want to add something else, then I can add it. So right now I'm not sharing this. So this is how we can use the sharing options. And in case if you are using some other social media networks, then you can click on this plus sign and you will find various other options. And if you click on more, then you can find so many social media networks are available over here. So you might have account in any of them. You can just click on it and share it on your social media networks. So these are, say, the top 100 websites or top 50 websites which we can use to share our content on another websites. So this is really very good option. So this plugin, this is a part of the plugin. So since we have installed a plugin on the website, we are able to use. So now so now you can see over here, this is installed. I can just click on activate. So whatever new plugins I install, that all will be added in the menu over here. So now you can see over here, say there was, say now this email subscriber is added over here. We can see this email subscription has been added, and this WordPress forms. So we just installed the forms over here, WordPress forms. So that also came up in the menu. So whatever new things that we add, we can manage it from the left menu over here. So whatever we install, that will come up in the left hand side menu. So this is the plugins that we have, that we can use the plugins in the website, so which will increase the functionality of the website. So I mean, you can just think of any plugin. I mean, you just think that I want this kind of functionality in my website, so you just try and search over there what new plugin that you want analytics, or you want say some monetization revenue monetization plugins, or say ad revenue plugins, or say any other plugin that you want. There are millions and millions of plugins available absolutely free of cost, which you can use in your website. So once we come to practical implementation, you will get to see how does this work. So that is plugins. And then we have users. So users are basically, if the website is a multi-user website, so like say I go to any website and I can create a blog, say like a website like Facebook is having multiple users over there. People can register, create an account, and then they can post various things. So even if we are developing a website wherein we have multi-users, then in that case, I can just check all users, so I'll get to know how many users are there in my website. So that is just checking a new user. Or if you do not have a multi-user and you want someone to give access, then you can add a new user and you can give a role, that what is the role of that person that you have added, whether he is just a subscriber that he can see everything, or else you can make him say, there are various over here, say subscriber is there, contributor is there, author is there. So if you make him author, then say the person can write blogs on the website, editor can only edit the content of the website, and administrator can do anything on the website. So this is the role. So people cannot just misuse your website if you have given them certain roles. So this is all about the users that we can have on our website. But anyways, any which ways, we are not adding any new users. We are just using this only. We ourselves are the only users over here. So there is only one user, that is administrator. So you can see over here admin, so which we just created when we installed WordPress over here. So that is only one user. Then we have our profile. So in profile we can edit our profile. So right now you can see over here, say it is coming up as admin. So in that case, if you want to edit your name over here, then you can use this. So here you can use say the name. So I can use it like this, and over here, and then I can use the nickname. So I can use it. Okay, so I'll use it like this. And what is the display name that you want that will be displayed everywhere on the website? So either I can use this or this. So I'll be using this. And you can provide your admin email address if you want, then you can use this. support at helpopedia.com. Okay, so this is the website URL. You can add some photographs and if you want to edit the picture of your profile, then in that case you can change your profile picture from Gravatar. So this is the website which is commonly used for editing the profile. So where you can create your profile and then say which can be used on various websites. So say just the if I just sign in over here, so you can just sign in over here and then you can use it. So let me see over here if I have in my website's name. Okay, I'll just use mine. Continue. Okay, so that's the problem. Let me check again or else continue with Google. So you just need to create an account. So over here you can see this is the image, my image over here. So if I want, I can use this image. So this image I will be using over here. So automatically over here it will come up. You can change your profile picture on this. So over here this is coming up. So this I can use everywhere. So my profile and everything is there. So yes, like this it will come up. So you can just create an account over here. You can add a photograph over here and then you can add the website and then it will come up. So add this, you can add the wordpress.com website or add a website. So here you can provide the URL of the website. So I'll provide the URL of the website and then I can use the website title and save website. So now this has come up over here. So automatically in some time this image will come up over here. So once I save, so I can update my profile. So now you can see over here the name has changed. So previously it was just admin, now it has come up like this. So maybe it will sync the photograph and it will take some time to update. So this is say you can update your profile over here. So that is profile. After that you have certain tools over here. So we don't use all the tools because it will erase the data, so we don't use all those tools. We use only import and export. Site health also we don't need to monitor because that is all taken care by the hosting company from where we are buying this hosting. So import and export. So say suppose you have hundreds of blogs on your website and now say uh, it is always safe to take the export. I mean it is always take a backup, so you can click on all content and then you can download export file. This will not download the images. You need to go to FTP or say from your server and you need to download them. So this is the file which I can download, and whenever I want to upload it on the website, I can just import this. So at that time I can just go to import and I can just select the file where I have stored. So here there are various options from where I want to install, whether I want to install from Blogger or say another category is a converter. So we are using WordPress, so I'll use WordPress, installing WordPress importer. So once this is installed, after that I can say run importer and then I can just select that file. So I can just see over here choose file and then I can say whichever file I have stored over here. So I can just click on the XML file which I have stored on the desktop. So I don't see that file over here. One second. Hmm. Yes, over here you can see this myblog.wordpress. So this is the file which I can use and I can import. So this is a blank file, so there's no point in importing this. I will just say import another file uh, wherein I have lots of blogs. So just let me check. It's not over here. Okay, I'm not sure where the file is, but anyways, once I find that file, we will upload it. So right now we don't have that file. Mm, I think over here this is star.zgz. Okay, not this one. Okay, no problem. Once I find that XML file, we can just import it. So all the blogs will come up in this website, so that we can import the files. So that is what we can use over here. And then say the next thing over here is settings. So settings, we don't change anything over here. We just use only this option. This option permalink. So in permalinks is the URL structure of the website that we need to define. So over here it shows that the website URL structure will be like this. Say whenever we create a blog, it will be the base URL of the website, then demo, then 2021 12 14. So it is today's date, and then the name of the blog. But this is not the say search engine friendly URL. So it should just be the name of the website and the blog name. So we just need to use post name. And this is once in a lifetime settings that we have to do. So after that, once we have done this, we don't have to change this again. So this is only one time setting. So this is done and we click on save. That's it. And so our now all our URLs will be search engine friendly. So in search engine optimization slide, when we had seen that we need to add our primary keyword in the URL also. So now it will come up properly. Otherwise, you can see over here the keyword will not come up, or the tag will come up, or the page ID will come up, or the data also will come up. So this is not the right thing. We just want the search engine friendly URL, that is the website name and the URL. So that is what we are using. So this is done, and after that the next thing that we need to check is the discussion. So discussion is basically the forum, that is the people will leave all the comments on our blog, so we can approve them, we can change them. So here there are all the basic settings. So usually we don't change all these settings. Otherwise, if you want to make the certain changes, then in that case you need to read everything, and after that only you can check or uncheck all these options. So over here you can see like say comments or comment author must fill out their name and email. So without, otherwise anyone will leave the messages on the website. So we want people to be registered, or say we want people to have their name and email. After that only they can use it. Or else we can select user must be registered and logged into comment. So that is also a good option. So we get the username and we get a user on our website. And if we want to close the comment posting, say we can close it after 14 days, or say if we don't want, then we can keep it on also. So that all options are over here. So over here we can see anyone can post a comment, or a comment is held for moderation. So this is the most important for us. A comment is held for moderation. So whenever a person will write any comment, say it will not get published directly on our blog. So we can go to the comment section which we just saw over here. So this comment section we can come and check the comments, and after that only we can approve all the comments. So that is good option. So after that we can just whatever changes we have made. Okay, I need to select this over here. So the logo is this Gravatar logo. So now it will sync the logo which we have set. And now I can click on save changes. So whatever changes we have done, so that will take into effect. So that will be done. So this is the two settings that we need to do. Rest of them say we don't use, so that's okay. Only what is the most important for us, say most important is post pages, then the plugins that we are installing and the themes that we are using. So over here we can see, now say this is how basically, so we have seen the whole menu. So now we will see how to use it. So now from once you reach on the dashboard, what are the things that you need to do first? So the first thing as you need to do is install a theme. So we have already installed this theme. So now what we need to do is we need to customize the theme. So either we can click on customize over here, or we can click the customize over here. So I click on customize over here, and now I can make all the changes on the website. So let us see what is that we can see over here. So this is the theme that we have just installed. So now we are editing. So now we can see the theme in real action. So previously it was black and white. Now you can see how the theme is there. So I'll just remove this. Okay, and I'll remove this. So now I need to make all the changes over here. So first of all, what is the things that we need to do? We need to we need to change the logo over here. This is the logo, and whatever things that we want, we can change it over here. So this is the another menu that you are seeing over here. The previous menu was for managing the website, and this menu is only for managing the theme that we have installed. We are customizing our website. So this is the theme customization menu. So now over here we can see demo install support. So in case if we want to install a demo, so right now we don't see anything. So we just want to see that after making the website, how does it look? So if I want to use a demo, then I can click on demo, and we will get the option to select the demos that we can see over here. So this is the demo content. So demo content will be installed in our website. So then these are all the blogs that will get added. Then we all can delete this, and then we can add our blog. So that all things we can use. So this is one click install, where it will just tell us what are the additional things that we can do over here. So I mean, if you want to use, you can use. So appearance settings, add new button, and then upload theme. So okay, that's fine. So this is the documentation of the theme. So if you want to read the documentation, then you can read that how does this theme work and what are the features, facilities of this theme that you can use. And then rating us, so you can just provide some reviews. So that is what we have. The most important thing over here next is homepage settings. So over here we are using our latest post. So when you open the website, all the blogs will come up, and not the static page. So if you want to design your website like my website, then in that case you can select a static page, and then you need to create a page, home page, and then you need to design it. So that would be a difficult part in case if you want to design it. So first of all, we have installed the theme which is related to magazine or say blogs. So in this theme it would be a bit difficult. So for that we need to use a separate theme related to what content we want to use. So right now we are learning how to create a blog website. So we keep your latest post over here. So all the latest posts, whenever we add a new post, it will come up over here. And after making any changes, we have to click on this publish button that we can see over here. So it will, all the changes will take into effect. So this is done. and you can see this blue color pencil icons over here everywhere. So these are the shortcuts. So now there are many menu options over here, and maybe where this particular option was, I do not remember. So in that case, what I can do is, if I want to change this logo, I do not know from where to go. So I just click on this shortcut icon, it will automatically take me over here. So it says logo background none, logo border none, then over here site logo, so custom text. So if I want to use image logo, then I can use image logo, and I can upload a logo. So I can just upload the logo that I want. So I can select the file from my PC, and then I can use it. So okay, so this is my logo of the website. So I use this, and say Uh, in search engine optimization, we had seen that for the images also we need to use the proper description. So over here it is saying that Helpopedia website logo. So this is the name of the image, and over here for understanding of the robot who will come to our website, I had mentioned that we have two options. First is alternative text, and another one is description. So over here, what is this image? So this image is the logo of the website. So I can use, so this is what Google bot will understand. And over here, what I need to use, say description. So I can use the same description over here, like over here, and maybe I can just provide some additional details, like after Helpopedia, I can just use, or else I can just use after logo. So like this I can just use. So when Googlebot will crawl my image, it will also get to know that this is a digital marketing website. So this is what I can do. So I need to put these two things over here. So then I can click on select, and then I just need to select the image like this, how much image I want. So I can use it. So skip cropping, so that full image will come up over here. So now you can see my image has come up. It has replaced the original image. So that is done. So if you want to add your tagline, so then you can add your tagline over here. So let me see, image and default text. So that is site title, image and custom text. So okay, so this is the custom text that I don't want, the image and default text. That also I don't want, image logo and site title. So that also I don't think is required. So I just want image logo. So that's fine. Okay, so we have our image over here, and I want to remove this my WordPress blog. So just let me see in this theme where it is. See, every theme will be different. I mean, the menu and the panel and everything that is there, that will be different. So it is not necessary that if you install one theme you will get to know, but yes, you will get to see the practice over here, so that other themes, it will be easy for you to understand. So this is logo is done. So now let us see this option. So this option is to click this element. So this element is content style over here. So I mean over here at present we don't have anything else, so we can just, okay, so in case if you want to use a background image, so we can use a background image. So I can just upload some image. So when a person will open the website, they can see the image. So just let me see. Okay, this all images are quite small. I can check out these slides. Okay, so I'll use this. So I'll open this over here, and I'll be using this. And then alternative text and description we need to use as it is. So depending on the size of the image, it takes time to upload. In between, if you have any questions, you can also ask me in between, not a problem. Okay, it's taking a lot of time. So it would be the same like say on my website you saw the banner when the website opened. So that is the full screen image. So that if I want to use, I can use it. So today over here I think the website is running slow. So we I will cancel this option, or maybe we can wait or something like that. Let me see. Okay, still it is not uploaded. It is uploaded only this much. So I'll just cross this, and maybe I can try to select this, and yes, I can provide the alternative text over here. So I would say, so I've written this alternative text, and same I will copy it over here and paste it, and then I'll say choose image. So now the background image will come up. Whenever we change the page, at that time this image will come up. So I can just click on save. So like when I open my website, at that time my logo comes up after every page, so this image will come up. But this will take a lot of time to load the pages, so it is not suggested to use this. So just in case, see, if I just refresh the page, that image will come up. So okay, so right now there are no pages, so maybe because of that it's not coming up. Okay, so that's fine. Let me just click. Okay, so these are the other blogs from other websites. Okay, fine. So like this we can use this. So I mean, once we add content, we'll start to get all the things, entire background or content box, or say like this we can use. It will come up. I can use like this, or I can use like this, whatever it is. So I can use the full screen image, so it will come up over here on the top. Over here it comes up, say it is very much say, I mean, a small image. So if we want full image, then we can use it like this. So we want a light background, or we want a dark background, so that all things we can select from here. And yes, after making any changes, we need to click on publish, so it will be done. And then we have over here we have header. So header is say menu location. So where will the menu be? So above the logo, or say below the logo, or header side, top right. So there are various positions. So usually we use below the logo. So below the logo, the menu will come up, and header side right of the logo. So header side widget area. So this is the widget area. So if we want, we can use this over here. So logo will get centered aligns, or say display search. So instead of that widget content, I can use search over here. So that's okay. So yes, display search, header cider image. If I want, I can get it back. So whatever it is, I can use. So menu alignment, so I can have it left, right, or center. So I can use center or left. So I think center would be a better option, or left can be a better option, so we can use that. So this is how it comes up. Disable the table menu. So I mean, this is the drop down menu. If you want to disable, you can disable. Then there are mobile menus and inline menus. So I mean, there are various things over here which you can use. You once you install a theme, then you will get to know all these things. But these all things are not important for us. What is the most important thing over here is changing the branding option so that it will look like our website. So now I have changed my logo over here. So that is at present it is more than enough. So I mean, you can just check out the other options. So this is already we have used our logo, and this is the colors and background. So right now we have dark background. If I select on light, then the light background will come up. So we can use whatever we want. So like this it will come up. So in case if we are using light background, then this yellow color will not be very much visible. So in that case we can use some different colors. So that will, you can see now it has changed to this color over here. So like that we can use whatever we want, uh, and we can use whatever it was. So you can change it as per your requirement. You can have the background color also. So if you change the background color to some other, so you can see you can change it to any color that you want over here. So like this, there are various options available you can use. See, or else if you want the default color, then you can just click on default, so it will come back to original. So that is what we can use. And the site content background, so this in between background, so in between background if you want to change, then we can change it as per our requirement. So here also you can change whatever you want to change, but the background color does not look good in the website, so usually we use the default option only, so that looks good. Okay, and whatever, after making any changes, we click on publish, so it will come back to, it will get saved. So this is about the colors and background. Then this is about the background image. So we don't use background image. I mean, it will take some time to load the website. But in case if you want to use, you can use background image. So whenever you go to change any pages, so like on my website, my logo will come up after every page. So that image will come up after every page. So that is called as background image. So that is just in case if you want to use. Then typography is all the fonts that you want to use. So logo font, then logo font style, then heading font. So right now we are using this font. So in case if you want to change the font, then you can change the font also. You get some options. Then heading font style, whether it is upper style or standard. So that all things you can select from the website for the website over here. That is typography. And then front page header image. So in case if you want to use header image, then that image also you can use. So maybe if I use this image, let me just see how does it look. So it will come up on the top, so just let us check. So now you can see it comes up like this, and then the website starts. So nowadays say on many websites you see the full screen image is coming up or a video is coming up, that you can use it like this. So after making these changes, I can click on publish. So now this image will come up, so you can use any image that you want. So like this, we have background image. This is front page header image, then front page modules. So whatever modules you want. So I mean, that is every every theme will have a different module, widgets and options. So I mean, it is not necessary that every theme will have the same thing. So this is just in case, you can just go and check. You can do any changes. You are allowed to do whatever changes you want. You are allowed to experiment. You are allowed to click on anything. So don't worry, nothing is going to happen. These are my own servers and my own website is there. So when you practice, you can do whatever you want. So you can just experiment everything. Unless and until you don't experiment everything, you will not get to know. So like this, there are various options, like what is the active blog layout. Like this, you want two blogs or you want three blogs or something like this over here or something like this. So you can just select the layouts. single post and pages, what type of layouts you want, that all things you can select, and what are the dates and authors and dates and tags and all these things, whatever you want, you don't want, you can just check and check those options. Then this is footer, so what type of footer you want. So right now you can see one column, two column, and three column. So here you can see three column is there. If you want like this, then like this footer will come up, where say this left hand side and right hand side footer will be small and the center column will be bigger. Or else if you want only one column footer, then you can use this. So once you click on publish, that type of footer will come up. So like this we can use. So this is the footer that we are talking about over here. If I select this option 4, then I will have 4 column footers. So of course I need to first add content into it. After that only it will take the shape. Before that nothing will come up. So I can use whatever I want. So this is about the footer over here. And over here HTML code, if you want to use, then you can use it. So in case if we want to change, like so like this you can use. And then you can publish, so your copyright footer will come up over here. So that we can do. So then we have menu. So right now menu is not defined, so we can create a new menu. So but not from here, we will create from the menu options, and this is the widgets. So on the primary sidebar, so this is block over here. So over here we can see there is a search option. Say the search option, if you don't want, you can remove the block. So if I click on remove, then that block will go. Then this recent post and recent comments, so I don't want recent comments, so that I can remove. So it will get removed, so I'll just click on this remove, so that will go. And in case if you want to add something else, there is an option over here, add widget. So here you can see archives, audio, blog, calendars, and I told you that whatever plugins we installed, say those will also come up. So you can see email subscribers, one plugin we had installed for newsletters, and we had installed for form also, so that form will also be coming up. But before that, first of all, you need to have a form. Right now we do not have any form, so we cannot use it. Over here you can see display a form. So if I just click on a form, and over here it says no form, so first of all we need to go and create the form, so that's fine. So then those forms and everything will come up. Then top left hand side bar, if you want something you want to place on the top right hand side, you want, so these are the things that you want to place anywhere on the website. So these are the widgets that you can place. So wherever you see the panel, so these are the different places on the website. So everything will have different places and different names over here, wherein you can add the content. So like this we can use all these things. So you can just see how things work. And this is in case if you want to do custom CSS, if you want to type, then you can use it like this. So this is if you want to install demo and support, then that also you can do. So that's okay. So right now I can just refresh it. Okay, so I'll just remove this image, so that it will save the space. I mean, it will save the space, as well as it will take less time to load the page. So like this, there are various options available in this. Over here we can use various options. So after that, making all the changes, I can click on the cross button and I can come back to the website admin panel. And we want to have the menu on the website. We don't have the menu, so in that case I can just, in the appearance, I can see the menu over here. So I can click on the menu and I can create a menu. So right now I don't have any menu. This is just the sample menu. So I can just say remove selected menu. So yeah, remove selected menu. So right now I can just select remove selected menu. So that is gone. So now I can create a new menu. So I can write that okay, this is primary menu, and I can say create. And right now we don't have any pages, so we cannot add anything. First of all, we need to add pages. So first of all, what we can do is we can add certain pages, say like add a new page. So the first page that I will add is say like about us page, about us. And over here, say since I don't have the content right now, what I'll do is I will just add some uh, content over here. So this is the demo content, and after that I'll just click on publish. So this page is published, but when I click on refresh, this page, this menu will not come up over here. Why? Because we need to go to menu again, appearance, and we go to menu, and then we need to add that page. So now you can see the about us pages come up, and we have created primary menu. So it's primary. Okay, so it's primary menu, and I will want to add this page over here. So I'll say add to menu. So now that page will get added, and I can click on save menu. So this menu is done. So now once I go to the website and I refresh, so now you will see that menu over here. Okay, what happened? Hmm. Okay, this is primary menu. Okay, and this is okay. Yeah, display location, primary menu. I need to select save. Now let me check. So now you can see over here about us is coming up. So now when I click on about us, so that page will come up. So whatever we have created, that has come up over here. So this is our about us page. Now if I want to add some more page, then I can just go to pages and add new page. So then I can create any page like okay, say like products. So I can create a page like products. So like this, I'm just adding a demo content over here, and then I'll click on publish. So this is product. So I again need to go to plugin. So let us add one more say page over here. So now we will add a page called as contact us page. So I click on add new, and then I will select contact us. But and you can see add a form over here. So but I did not create any form. So first of all I need to create a form. So I'll just click on save draft. So now I will go to the forms over here, form all forms, and say I can click on add new form. Say I go to all forms. First of all I'll just show you all forms, and over here it says create your form. So I can say click on create form, and then I can give the name of my form. So I'll use contact us, and say I want a blank form, simple contact form. So simple contact form, ready-made form is available, but instead of creating a ready-made available form, I'll teach you how to create a form of your choice. So I'll say create a blank form. So blank form, and now I can use all the fields which are available on the left. So single line over here, there are various options. Over here I have name, so I can just drag this over here. So this will come up. So this is name, first name and last name. After that I want email, so I can just drag this email over here. So email has come up over here. And after that I want mobile number, so mobile number option is not there, so I can use this number over here because the rest of them are in premium version, so that's okay. So I can just click on this numbers and I can rename this as uh, mobile number. And if this field is required, then I can just click on this toggle over here, required, so this will become required. So you can see that red asterisk mark is coming up over here. And after that again I can go back to add field and then say I got first name, last name, email, mobile address, and then say people want to send a message. So we need to add this paragraph text from here. So I'll drag this paragraph text and I'll put it over here, and there I can write your message. So then people can write their message and send it to us. So like how I had written hello and then I had sent, so that is the place which we are talking about over here. So now this is done. So now our form is ready, and I can just what I can do is just save this form. And next what I need to do is I can just go to the settings on the left, and I can just write this is the name of the form, okay. Then button text, that is submit, okay. And over here submitting, sending, okay, that's okay. And then notifications, so this all things you don't need to change, so you can only change the subject line that you get in your email, so that you will understand. So this is for your understanding because this email is only going to come to you. So I can just use a new contact us entry helpopedia, so I can just use this. And from name I can use is, okay. So rest of the things I don't need to change anything, so I can just click on save. And then I can see confirmation over here. So this is the confirmation that people will get. So if you want, you can create this confirmation message, or if you want to create a new page, and then you can use say show a page. So then in that case you can show that page, or else you want people to redirect to some other page, then you can provide the URL, so it will go to that page. But usually after people will click on submit button, we want to let them know that yes, we have received the form. So we can tell them that thanks for contacting us, we will be in touch with you shortly, so that's okay. So now this is done, I can click on save. And this all is done. So now if say now it's time to embed over here, so if I want to place this form anywhere, then I can just copy this short code over here. So this is the short code. So on any page, now if I want to use this, I just need to paste this line and that contact form will automatically come up over here. So this is done. So now this form is created and it's working fine. So now I can close over here. So we have created, we have added a, we have installed a plugin, and now we have used the plugin, and that plugin is now going to be used in this contact us form. So now I'll click on edit again. And now we are going to add that form over here. So how do we, okay, so it is coming up over here only. Okay, this is for the contact us form. Okay, I have to go to the pages and contact us form. So all pages, so I'll see all the pages over here. So now I click on the edit contact us, and over here now I can use this button add form. So I'll click on this add form, and now you can see the contact us form is over here. So if we have created only one form, so in case if you want to create multiple forms, you can create multiple forms, and over here then drop down will come up, so it will ask which form you want to use. So right now we want to use contact us form, and show form name, no, that all is okay. So contact us form, add form. So now this ID has been added, and now I don't need to worry, everything is done. I just click on publish. So now my contact form is ready. So if I want to view the form, so I can just see the form, how does it look. So now you can see the form is working fine over here. So I can once I use all this and send message, hello, submit. Yes, so you can see thanks for contacting us. We will be in touch with you shortly. So yes, this form is working perfectly fine. So this is our contact us form. But the contact menu did not come up over here. So for that we can go to appearance and we can go to menu. So you might think that every time I need to come over here. No, it's not like that. This is just to arrange the menu. If I use this automatically add new top level pages to the menu, so it will automatically add. So now I just click about us is already there. I use products and contact us. So I'll click add to menu and then it will come up and then I can click on save. So now this menu will come up in this order. Now if I want to change the order, then say I want contact us at the last, so that also I can do. So okay, so this is right now it is updating. So once it gets updated, I can change it. I can just drag this at the bottom. So like this I can do. So this will change the order. So now the first one is about us, then product and contact us. We can even add a custom link which for which we do not have a page. That also we can use by creating custom link. Say like I can write the URL, so there is no home page button over there, so I can create a link over here and I can write home and then I can say add to menu, so that will be added. So, and okay, where did it go? View all. Yes, over here we can see home and I can say add to menu. Okay, it's taking time. So let us see if the menu has come up or not. So yes, you can see home is also added. Now I'll click on save menu. So now that menu is oh, so I had clicked many times. So okay, so now it's okay. So it's only one. So save and now I refresh the page over here and let us see what happens. So now we can see home, about us, product, contact us, everything is coming up over here. Now say if I want to use a drop down menu when I keep my mouse over here and say I want something else. So in that case what you need to do, it is very simple. Say like in about us, if I want this product, so what I'll do is I'll just drag little right. So I'll drag it little right over here. So this product will come up in under about us. So once it saves, then I can show you. Okay, so now I refresh the page, so products will go away. So now you can see there is a drop down over here. So now the product is coming up over here like this. So like this we can have, and if you still want more, say like then you can even drag this over here. So these two things will come up in about us. So like that we can see. I'll just refresh this page. So now you can see both of them, products and contact us, both of them are coming. So now say what I want to do is I want say one menu under the other. So I'll just show you another example also. So drop down under drop down under drop down. So that also you can do. So if you want to have many stages of drop down, then that also you can do. So now let me refresh it. So under products you can have multiple products, then under services you can have multiple services. So now you can see under this you have this option, then products, then contact us. Like this you have this option. So here this is just because of the color combination over here, this problem is there. So we can change the color, so everything should be fine. So yes, over here we can see this option over here. So like this we can have the menu as per our requirement. So actually these are all top level menus, so we can have it in the one line itself, and we can click on save. So like this we can use. So now I can just refresh the page, so now all the menus are coming up over here properly. So this is how we can use this menu. I click on contact us form and we can see the contact us menu also, contact us form also, and like this we can click on home, so it will come to the home page over here. So this is how the menu structure works. So you can create many menus over here. Say like this menu is coming up on the top. Now in the bottom you want to have in the footer you want to have separate menu, that is footer menu, where you want to have links like privacy policy, terms and conditions, frequently asked questions, say like refund policy, and many other things, any other links which you cannot put it on the top menu. In the primary menu you cannot put, so those all links you can put it at the bottom. So you can create a footer menu, and we can use this, and say using the widget which we were using by going to the customize option. So either you can do it from there, or I can just I can click on the widgets, and I will see all the panels that are available on the website. So here you can see this is the block, and in this block you can see the recent posts. So if I don't want this, I can just delete this option, and this is the primary sidebar. You can see WP forms, so that also you don't want, so I can delete it over here. So primary sidebar I don't have anything. Secondary sidebar, top left hand side, top bar right hand side, header sidebar. So header sidebar there is nothing, menu sidebar there is nothing. So if you want you can add whatever you want. So say maybe on the right hand sidebar you want to have something, say like contact us form or something like that, then you can use that. So you can see this recent post is was there over here in secondary sidebar. Say this block is say which block is there, this is archives. So right now we don't see archives over here, we had removed it, so I'll just say delete over here. And this block is for categories, so that also will delete. And now I can just refresh the page and see if it is coming up. So that all things, yes, everything is gone. And now if I want to add say something on the secondary sidebar or primary sidebar, say what do I want, maybe I want to have say a form, then I can use that form over here. So let me just go and search for the form over here. So I can see WP form over here, and I can select primary sidebar, or else I can drag this wherever I want. Say like this I can drag and put it in whichever wherever I want I can put it. Say like over here in primary sidebar I can put it over here, and then I can select which form I want. So I can say contact us form, and then I can say display the form name, and then I'll say save. So then this contact us form will come up in the sidebar. So just let me see. So now you can see, since there was nothing over there, so that text was coming up, that is default text. Now contact us form is coming up over here because we have added something over here. So this is what we can do. So these are the widgets. So whatever you want you can paste it wherever you want. So you can add custom HTML, you can add scripts or anything, you can add categories. So if you want to have categories, so then I can drag this category also over here. So right now we do not have any categories, so it will not show up. I can just use this categories, and then I can say save. So done. So now I can just refresh it, and only the name will come. There are no categories. See, yeah, there is only one category, that is uncategorized. So like this, I can whatever I want, I can put on the left hand side. I can put it on the left hand side or right hand side. I can put it in the footer also. I can put it at the bottom also. You can see this is the footer area. Where is this footer? So you can see footer A column. So in footer A column there is nothing. So we don't have anything. So if I want to put something in footer column, then maybe I can use some HK social. So maybe I can put it in the footer A column and add widget, or else I can drag it. That's it. And then over here, social icons I can add. So I can add whatever I want. So number of icons that I want. So this is Amazon. I want say maybe I want Facebook or something like that, or Instagram I want. Then over here I want something. mm, I can use Facebook. Then for the third icon I can use something else. Maybe I can put YouTube or anything else. I can put, see, Tumblr is there, Vimeo is there. Yes, YouTube is here, so I can use YouTube, and then I can put the URL over here. Enter the enter URL, enter the email address. If you have selected email, I can, okay. So I have selected YouTube. Over here Facebook. So what I can do is I can just go to my Facebook. Mm, so yes, this is my Facebook page. So this URL I can copy it, and I can put it over here for Facebook. Then for Instagram I need to put, so I go to my Instagram. So this is my Instagram URL, so I'll copy this and I paste it over here under Instagram, and then I need to add YouTube. So let me go. What happened? Error occurred. Okay. Okay. So this is my Instagram. Okay. Yes. So I can copy this URL and use it. So Instagram I have already pasted, and yes, YouTube is pending. So now I can go to YouTube. So this is my YouTube channel. So I can copy this and I can paste it over here. Okay, and widget options. So no, these all options I don't want. So this is save. So I'm using three of them and I'll say done. Let's see what I can see in my footer one. So now you can see the three icons are coming up over here. So this is the first column. Then in the second column, maybe I want something else. So actually, since we did not add any content over here, so we will not be able to see. But still, let me try. Say, let me see what I can use over here. Archives, lost, calendars, categories. Yes, I can use categories over here. So yes, the name and I'll say save. So all the categories will come up over here. Then column C, what I can use is maybe call to action. So what call to action I want to use? Okay, so that's in footer C, add widget. Okay, so headline, subheading, title, default, small, big. Okay, and description, button, no more, and this is the link. Okay, so if I want to use something customized, then I can use this. So I don't want to use this option. mm, Delete. Maybe whatever I want to use I can use it. So just let me see if the second option is coming up, the categories. So yes, we can see the categories is coming, the second option. Then I can add something over here, recent post, and over here I can add some newsletter. Last option we can add newsletter. So like this we can use various options. So we did not configure the newsletters. So what we will do first is we will create the newsletters over here. We will create a form for newsletters. So add a new form. So this is the form name newsletter, and we want a name, email address, and button. So both of them are required, and then over here I can use email and name, and then subscribe. So this is done, and we did not find a list. Okay, so first we need to create a list where all the email addresses will be stored. So I can use okay digital marketing as my list. So when people will subscribe, they will be all get added to digital marketing. So now I can say save, and then when I want to send emails, then I just need to select which list I want to send. So like this I can create multiple lists. Okay, so this is done, and now I can go to the forms and create a new form. So I'll say add a new form, and over here form name would be newsletter. I want name also, this is also required, and then over here also I'll use email, and over here I would say name. Okay, and now you can see the list which we have created. So this, or when people will fill up their email addresses and name, they will be added into this list. So this is done, and now I can just click on save. So now my newsletter subscription is also ready, and like this also over here also, if I want I can copy this code and paste it anywhere, but we will not use this right now. So now what we will do is, again we will go back to widgets. So appearance, and we go to widgets, and now in the third footer we will add say in the fourth column we will add the this email subscribers. So I'll drag this over here to the form B, and over here it is asking me which form. So we have created only one form, that is by default newsletter. So I select newsletter, and if I want to add a title, so I can use subscribe, or I can use stay updated, and then I can say save. So this is done. Now let me refresh the page and see. So now you can see over here the name and email address is coming up. So now I can add this over here, and then I email address I need to add. So I'm click on subscribe. So now you can see your subscription was successful. Kindly check your mailbox and confirm your subscription. If you don't see the email within few minutes, check your spam junk folder. Okay, that's fine. So like this we can add, and now third footer is balanced, so that we will use the latest post. So once we add the post, at that time even that will come up. So this is announcement. I don't know what announcement is over here. Yes, post block. So this post block I can use it in say footer column C, which we still empty. So okay, so post block, so that I can use it in footer column C. So I can use it like this, or like this. So fine. Do not view all post link. Do not display. Show at the top, show at the bottom. Okay, so that's okay. And I can use latest post, and then I can just click on show author, show date. I don't want to show anything. I'll just click on save. Now let me see if it is coming up. Once it saves, okay. Okay, so now you can see the latest post is coming up over here, and okay, so this also is coming. So the even the content is coming. I don't want the content, so that I can arrange it, so that's fine. Display excerpt, no, length 0, number of columns 4, 1. Okay, or else the best option would be to use a post list, but let us see how does this look. Okay, so this content is also coming, so we don't want this content to come up, so for that reason we will delete this option, and we just want a post list. So this is the post list, so I'll be using this over here. Yes, so I can just use latest post, so like this or like this, I can use whatever it is, so that's fine. Do not display all links. Okay, number of columns 1, show author, show post date. Yeah, post date we need, even that is okay if we don't show. Content none, rectangular medium, show author, show post date no, and display excerpt none. Save. So this is done. Now let me refresh and let's see. Only the text should come up. Yes, that's it, what I wanted. So this is the blog. So now when we start to write the blogs in the next session, and when we practice, we create categories, so you will get to know, you will see many categories will come up like this, and over here all the posts will come up like this. So depending how many posts we want, so latest 4 posts or latest 5 posts we can use, so those posts will come up over here. So like this, and then people can click over here and go to they can go to our social media, they can become our fan follower, they can share the post to Facebook, all these things we can use. And yes, we will install more plugins in the coming sessions when you will be getting the say more information about how to add the blogs and how we can do search engine optimization. So in the next session we will be doing with search engine optimization, so where you will get to know how exactly we are going to add the blogs and other things in the website. So we have created pages, so in the next session we will be creating post, that is the blogs that we will be writing, and then we will be adding content to it. So and then we will be doing SEO on the content that we have added. So that's all things we'll be doing. So you can use this URL to practice, you can remove the theme, you can add new theme, you can do whatever you want with this theme. So I'll just give you this in the chat so you can copy it and paste it in your desktop. So this is the URL. So this is the normal URL. Okay, one second, I'll just use it in a notepad and I'll tell you. So this is your practice URL, and your admin URL where you can log in, that is the same URL slash wp dash admin, and then say username. Username is admin, and password is okay. So now you can use this. So just whatever changes you are making on over here, you after clicking on publish, you can just check your, so in one window you can keep this website open, and in one window you can keep this open, so you can keep on checking that whatever changes you are doing. If I click on this button, what happens? If I select this option, what happens on the website? Don't worry, you can do anything, whatever happens, don't worry, I will rectify that in the next session. So you don't worry at all. You just practice whatever you like, you just see how does the WordPress work. That's it. So you can just copy this and paste it in your notepad somewhere in your laptop. So it will be a good option. So or else I'll even, if you want, I can send it to you by WhatsApp also. So that's it for today. So if you have any questions, you can let me know.
So just wanted to ask, we have websites in real estate where the contact form
Yes.
like come up
So
like in popping way,
right, correct.
directly
So
pops
for
up when we
that,
open a website.
what is the option which I told you, that whatever you think of, you can install the plugins for it. So you can just in the plugin section, you can
Okay.
just search for the option like layover pop-up, or say pop-up contact us form, like that. There are various keywords with which you can search, and you can use contact us form. So inline contact us form, then pop-up contact us, then layover contact us. So like this, there are various keywords. You can use that, and you can try to search,
Okay.
and yes, you can implement. So I mean, yeah, tell me.
Uh, mhm. And in
Yes,
this theme, you have selected blog, sorry, magazines. So if we can directly
absolutely,
select real
absolutely,
estate, so it will
absolutely.
be
See, I'll
coming
just
like
show
a
you.
real
Let
estate
me
theme
just show
also
you.
in
Say,
that.
I just go to themes, and
Okay.
let us search for real estate. Add new theme, and over here I'll search for real estate. Let us see. So now you can see something related to real estate is coming, right? So you can use all these things. See, all the themes are related to real estates. Everything, whatever you want, everything, everywhere you can see houses and villas and all those things. So yes, you have real estate themes also. Maybe there might not be many of them, but yes, you do have. You can use any of them over here. See, still there are many of them. I mean,
So this for practice, I need to
no, no,
update
no.
this
You don't need
WordPress.
to
I have to install
update
in my
anything. I have
laptop.
already given you your username, password over here for the same login which I am using right now. So I've given you the login details for this only. So I mean,
Okay.
you can just log into this with the username and password which I've given. Yeah.
Okay.
So my website will open and you can use this
Direct
for
URL.
practice. Over there, you just go to themes and you select add new, and then you select real estate, and then you can click on install and activate any theme that you want. So the previous theme will go away and this theme will come up, and then you can go to
Okay.
customize option, and then you can customize all the options that we saw. So then you can change the logo, and you can add
Okay.
the text and whatever menu options you want to do, that you can do it from menu. Then after creating, add some pages to it. Then say you will be able to manage. Once you have some content into it, then you can do a lot of things. So like this, you can just try it out and
Okay.
see. Any which ways, in next session we are actually going to add the content into it, so that's fine, not an issue. So this website, you will be keeping it till we end the course for the practice. Now I will not be touching this URL which I have given to you. So now you have to develop it as per your uh, learning. Whatever you have learned, you use it according to that. And I will be adding post in my website. And I'll be showing you how to add the post and how to do search engine optimization. So that all things will be starting from the next session. So till then you can explore WordPress and see how does it work and what are the functionalities, by doing what happens. You can check out all the menus, whatever you want, you can use it. You can install new plugins, everything is there. So not an issue. Anytime, anytime, not an issue
If
at all.
anything else, I can WhatsApp you.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. Good night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Surely. Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Good night.